Bonjour à tous et bienvenue. Je m'appelle Amir Hossein et je suis votre professeur de français. Hello everyone, I'm Amir and I'm going to be your French teacher. So today we are going to learn a very important topic in French, regular RE verbs in present. So prepare your copies and listen carefully. So what are the RE verbs? These are the verbs that ends in RE in their infinitive form. Like some examples we do have are vendre, vendre, to sell, entendre, entendre, to hear, and répondre, répondre, to answer. These verbs are very useful and common in French. Now let's see what is the conjugation breakdown. So the very first thing that we have to do is we have to remove re. Let's take an example of vendre, vendre, to sell. We are going to remove its re and we are left with this vend. Now we have to add the appropriate endings, and you can also repeat with me. With je at the place of re we add s and it becomes je vends. With tu at the place of re we add also s and it becomes tu vends. Okay, and with il we do not add anything. At the place of re we do not add anything and it becomes il elle vont. Avec nous we add at the place of re ons, nous vendons. With vous at the place of re we add ez, vous vendez. And with il at the place of re we add ent and it becomes vende, il vende. Je vends, tu vends, il vend, nous vendons, vous vendez, il vendent. With il, ent is silent. Now can you repeat with me? Je vends, tu vends, il on vend, nous vendons, vous vendez, ils vendent. Now let's watch a video on RE verbs and after that we are going to do some exercises. Merci. Watch the video very carefully.
So verbs ending in RE are part of the third group. You might think, or you told us that it's only irregular verbs. It is. The verb of the third group are irregular. But we have this tiny group of verbs that are conjugate exactly the same and ends in RE, more exactly in DRE. But D is a part of the stem, so we call them verbs ending in RE. Should probably show you instead of just talking. If we take the verb entendre, entendre, to hear. The stem is entend with the D. This is very important for this one. The D is a part of the stem. So the infinitive ending that we are not going to keep is RE. Once again, very, very important to understand that. It's going to make everything easier after. Let's jump into the conjugation. You will see it's very easy. So we have the subject pronoun, we have the stem that ends with a D, and we are going to add the ending. We have S, S, nothing, nothing, nothing. ONS, OZ, ONT, ONT. So this is why I say it's very important to understand that the D is a part of the stem. It's very important. Well, it's not very hard to understand. I mean, it's important to remember it. That's it. So the D is a part of the stem and we don't add anything for il, elle, on. Okay? So let's see the pronunciation. We have j'entends, tu entends, il, elle, on entend, nous entendons, vous entendez, ils entendent, elles entendent. So the five first ones are pronounced exactly the same since we don't pronounce the S. The S is a silent letter. We do, however, pronounce the D at the end of il and elle because we have ENT after. Remember that E activates the letter before, so we pronounce the D. Sometimes I wonder if you think I'm crazy with all my little tips and tricks, if it actually works for you. We see the translation, it's I hear, I am hearing. You hear, you are hearing, etc., etc. You get the idea. A few verbs conjugated the exact same way, always ending in DRE, remember? We have correspondre, répondre, perdre, fondre. So they are all conjugated the same way. And the exercise is 1.16. So let's do a quick recap of verbs ending in ER, IR, and RE on the same screen. It's just to review, it does not include the one with spelling changes. It's just to close the chapter before we start the irregular verbs. We are going to use the verbs téléphoner, finir, and entendre, the one that we saw. So we have je téléphone, tu téléphones, il, elle, on téléphone, nous téléphonons, vous téléphonez, il téléphone, elle téléphone. Then we have je finis, tu finis, il, elle, on finit, nous finissons, vous finissez, il and elle finissent. And the one that we just saw, entendre, we have j'entends, tu entends, il, elle, on entend, nous entendons, vous entendez, ils entendent, elles entendent. So you really have to remember the endings for the three. So for verbs ending in ER, we have E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. For verbs ending in ES, we have ES, ES, IT, 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 ISS, ONS, ISS, EZ, ISS, ENT for il and elle. And then for the third one, verbs ending in RE, we have S, S, nothing, 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 ONS, EZ, ENT, ENT. Once again, it's very important because we are going to use the present tense to form other conjugations, but we'll see that later. Tomorrow we are going to see the conjugation and the common expression.
Okay, c'est très bien. Now we are going to see some common examples with RE verbs, and we have some examples here, like je vends des livres au marché. Je vends des livres au marché. I sell books at the market. Tu attends le bus tous les matins. Tu attends le bus tous les matins. You wait for the bus every morning. Il entend un bruit dans la forêt. Il entend un bruit dans la forêt. He hears a noise in the forest. Nous répondons à toutes les questions en classe. Nous répondons à toutes les questions en classe. We answer all the questions in class. Vous vendez des fruits frais au magasin. Vous vendez des fruits frais au magasin. You sell fresh fruits at the store. Elles attendent leurs amis devant le cinéma. Elles attendent leurs amis devant le cinéma. They're waiting for their friends in front of the cinema. Now we are going to see some, again, we are going to see, like, at the place of RE verbs, we add with je. At the place of RES, like we have an example here. Descendre, je descends, tu descends, elle, we do not add anything. Elle descend, nous, ONS, nous descendons, vous descendez, elle descendent. And we have a list of then again some RE verbs you're going to like see. Attendre, to wait for, dépendre de, to depend on, entendre, to hear, pendre, to hang, perdre, to lose, rendre, to hand in, to give back, rendre visite à quelqu'un, to visit someone, répondre, to answer, to respond, vendre, to sell. Now, At the end, we are going to do an exercise on RE verbs. And first, we are going to see the list of some common regular RE verbs again. So here we have one table of verbs, infinitive form, and then pronunciation and the meanings. Like attendre, attendre is to wait. Vendre, vendre to sell. Entendre, entendre to hear. Descendre, descendre to go down, to descend. Répondre, répondre to answer, to reply. Perdre, perdre to lose. Rendre, rendre to get back, to return. Défendre, défendre to defend. Prétendre, prétendre to pretend, to claim. Fondre, fondre to melt. Now we are going to do an exercise. Let's do it together. Like with new form, and we have the verb vendre. Nous, vendre des vêtements au marché. So what we are going to do, add at the place of RE with nous, we'll be adding nous, ONS at the place of RE, and we say nous vendons des vêtements au marché. We sell the clothes in the market. Nous vendons des vêtements au marché. We sell the clothes in the market. Now we have another example. Tu, and the verb we have attendre. Tu attendre ta sœur devant l'école. So attendre, we have to add with tu, and with tu at the place of RE, we again add S. So it becomes tu attends ta sœur devant ton école. Do you wait, like this is a question, like do you wait for your sister in front of the school? Ils entendent une belle chanson à la radio. Ils entendre. Now we have to add with the RE form, and what we do at the place of RE we add ENT. Ils entendent. Ils entendent une belle chanson à la radio. They hear a beautiful song on the radio. Ils entendent une belle chanson à la radio. With je is je répondre. Je répondre. What we do add at the place of RE, we add oui, S. Je réponds au professeur avec respect. Je réponds au professeur avec respect. Pardon. Like, yes, I answer, I respond to the teacher with respect. Vous vendre des billets pour le concert. Vous vendre, sell the billets, the tickets pour le concert, for the concerts. Vous vendez des billets. You sell the tickets for your concerts. Okay, est-ce que c'est clair? Now we are again going to just revise our irregular verbs. These are the verbs that ends with RE. And to conjugate these verbs, we have to remove their RE, and then we are left with the stem. So as for example, we have an example of vendre. So it becomes, if we remove its E, we left with vend, V-O-N-D, V-E-N-D. Then we have to add the endings at the place of RE. With je, we add the ending at the place of RES, and it becomes je vends. With tu, we add again s and it becomes tu vends. ll, we do not add anything. ll, on vend. With nous, we add ons and it becomes nous vendons. With vous, we add at the place of re ez and it becomes vous vendez. And with ll at the place of re, we add ent and it becomes ll vende. ll vende. Donc, thank you very much for watching this lesson. For your homework, do write 5 sentences with the re verbs. And see you soon. À bientôt. Au revoir.